Treetrunk the old here with the Sunday morning Joe live. I ain't went live in a minute because I got a strike on my channel. So this is a channel that's not for children. If you're under 18, you should not be watching this because there's adult things that talked about on this channel. It's cannabis use on this channel. So I wouldn't want my child looking at it. So I've hit the the community safety, not for children to watch, but so just for the record. But you man, Treetrunk, I got a strike on my channel, so I gotta be careful with what I do. So I try not to try not to be like that. What's going on, America? We ain't been live in a couple weeks, you know. You're not gonna see me engaging in much smoking. You might see smoke coming out my mouth, but I can't afford another strike on my channel. Work too hard at it, you know. Treetrunk has said it once before. I'm a black conservative. I'm a Republican. And my endorsement from Treetrunk to Overhead is to Donald J. Trump and the Republican Party for the President of the United States. I'm putting my support behind them, and I will say it on my platform to anybody who don't like it. You know, this is the type of platform where you can swipe past. You ain't got to sit and watch. You know, I just didn't watch. This is some, got me something from the NAR yesterday from the dispensary that I frequent. NAR dispensaries, you can find one in Monroe, Michigan. You can find one in Inkster, Michigan. And just me personally, they have the best deals on things, you know. It works for me. But like I was saying, my support goes behind Donald J. Trump and the Republican Party. And to myself, black people in America, the age group that I'm in, were taught to just, you a Democrat, and this is what you should vote. But as I've gotten older, you know, my views has changed on a lot of things, you know. My views has changed on the Democratic Party. These is just my thoughts. You know, the Democratic Party to myself is the slavery party. And I want nothing to do with that. You know. And just my experience of living this life, America. If you in a certain field of work, whatever it may be, you might not be the best at it. But if you get through in a position, you know how to navigate the waters, you know. And our Vice President, Kamala Harris. She knows how to navigate the waters because she's been in that area of work her whole life. From what I see, I ain't seen everything. I'm still a person that get up and go to work every day. I ain't just sitting there researching a person's life. But if you vote for this person to be your commander in chief, you want to know some things. And that's just me. So she been in this field her whole life, so Kamala Harris know how to navigate the waters. She know how to talk to different people in different circles. So that's not hard to do if you've been in that world. Because for myself, I'm a construction worker and I get sent to multiple jobs around Southeast Michigan. I can go on a job, never be in there, navigate around and find the circle that I want to be in, which usually the circle at the top. So it was not hard for her to navigate that. She just got bumped up to be a VP. But then now, since Joe Biden, he's just too fucking old for one. He's saying the motherfucker don't know, his job, but he too fucking old. And not saying my man Donald J ain't old, but he ain't lost it up here yet. He ain't lost it. Joe, he just be speaking out his ass sometimes. So, but I think that was the Democrats' plan the whole time, is to play Joe like that and then get him out of there and get Kamala on the ticket, you know. And I really ain't did no venting on her VP, but black men, we see different. We see different. And to try to play the black card is one thing, Vice President, to play the black card, and that's not what you are. You know, I can't, you know, Kamala Harris, her people didn't, I'm not even gonna say it like that. Her upbringing was not like black Americans was, nor her parents. Because my grandma, whose passed, rest her soul, my father's mother, I'm not too far back from remembering my grandma telling me she had to go to a veterinarian where they take dogs and animals. That's where we had to go to get our fucking teeth pulled. We couldn't go to the doctor. So, Kamala, you ain't black. And for you to play that card, it just pisses me off, you know. Be who you are. When you got with Joe Biden and he put you on his ticket, it was you were the first Indian, but now you black because it's convenient. No, black men are not going for it. And Treetrunk the whole head ain't going for it. You know, don't be black when it's convenient. You know, and to call Donald Trump a racist, no. Where the facts? You know, you're just throwing shots in the dark to see what sticks. You know, black men are waking up. This Kamala Harris, they got black women's head all fucked up. Y'all think she gonna do something? All the dark skinned black girls. Y'all remember coming up in school that them light skinned girls fuck with y'all? No. Hell no. They didn't want y'all dark skinned ass over there with them. And y'all don't let this light skinned fake black woman draw y'all in. Don't let her draw y'all in. Look at the facts. Trump is for America. He's for America. I don't know what she's for. She locked so many brothers up, black men down in California. You know, they don't look at that. They don't look at that. But it's just my thoughts, America, what I think, you know. But I will spread on my platform what I think. That's why YouTube has given us this platform to express ourselves. Thanks to everybody who look at my channel, see what I got going on, like and subscribe. I'll be all over the place, you know. I got another channel on here too, you know, inspirational words. You know, you can find Treetrunk all over the place. You know, I just speak my mind. You know, I'm just a guy from Detroit, a union worker. You know, pour more concrete than the average man that walked on. You know, I touch the skies with these skyscrapers we do. But that ain't what I'm here talking about. You know, when you ask people who they are, that's usually what people say. Usually people bring up what they do for a living. They don't really tell you who they are. You ask a person who they are. Oh yeah, I work over here. I'm an engineer. I'm a this and that. That's not who you are. You know. Battery trucker, construction worker. But who I am, I'm not a drinker. I really don't drink. I'm a cannabis smoker. I'm a cannabis grower. I enjoy it. You know, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. That's who I am. And the highlights of my day is being with my family. My hobby is being a content creator, talking to y'all, letting y'all know just my thoughts. You know, this is my hobby. You know, I turned 47 yesterday. She man Treetrunk, 47, and I kind of feel it too. You know, I kind of feel it. But hey, you are who you are in this world. You know, but don't let Kamala trick y'all off the motherfucking shit. She's tricking y'all, and she put Megan the Stallion. Out of all people, you supposed to be representing America, and you figure the way you can do this is get Megan the Stallion with some more hoes to get up there and shake their ass at, you know, what's going on, man? What's up, man? You say this is, you know me? God damn, man. And my family. Good shit, man. Thanks for even listening to what your man got going on, man. You know, thanks for even leaving a comment. It's good for the algorithm. You know, my man, Derek Dickerson. You know, he gave, you know, jumped up in the comments. You know, I ain't went live in a minute. They gave me a strike on my channel and shit. Okay, you know who the fuck I am then. You know who the fuck I am. Just talked to Jack yesterday. You know who the fuck I am. So I don't know who the fuck you is, but you know exactly who the fuck I am. So, but shit, if you know my people like that, then you my people. You know, you know my people like that, to throw that in the comments, you my people. Shit. Just your man Trump, Treetrunk the old head, just my thoughts and shit. I ain't went live in a minute. You know. And it seemed like every fucking live I'm about to run out of coffee and shit. I'm damn near gonna have to run down stairs and get some more. I need to put a coffee pot right up here in the tree house. You know, that's what I need to do. Man, subscribe to my channel, man. Shit, you been around the family since a kid. I know who the fuck you is, man. Shit, I know who you is, man. Shit, you got a channel? You got a YouTube channel? You got a TikTok? You know, because you ain't gonna find your man Treetrunk on Facebook. You ain't gonna find me on Instagram. If you wanna catch me, you gonna catch me on TikTok or you gonna catch me on YouTube. And, oh shit. God damn. Oh shit. Yeah, you know who the fuck I am. You going back to the day ones. You know, that's a day one. That's my motherfucker right there. You know. Me and him to share ideas, you know. He's like a he was like a I was like an apprentice of his, you know. I've learned things from him. I was like an apprentice, you know. He was like a teacher in a way and didn't know it, you know. That's my dog, one love, you know. He's an old head too. We still out here getting it. You know, we still out here getting it. You know, the old nigga. I remember I was a young nigga, you know, and I was the youngest of all them niggas. I was the youngest of all them niggas. Shit. Yeah, my ass ain't turned out bad at all. Shit. I run shit, you know. In my circle where I'm at, I run shit. You know. Go through my channel and check that shit out. You know. That downtown area, shit, that's me. I put the stamp on that bitch. All over. That ain't one motherfucker. It's easier to count the buildings that I ain't filled up with concrete than the ones I had. Let me see if I can run a list down. Shit, let me see if I can run a list. From Comerica Park to Ford Field, MGM, Motor City, Greektown, the Z Deck, uh, the Huntington Tower, the JLA Tower. Your man Treetrunk be all over this motherfucker laying concrete down. And that's just a few. That's just a few, you know. So shit, the nigga turned out all right. Shit, Treetrunk the motherfucking old head, you know. Detroit, Michigan made, baby, you know. So let me get back to this. I ain't gonna call her out her name. I almost called this lady out her name. Vice President Kamala Harris. I ain't fuck black men ain't fucking with you. You know, black men ain't fucking with you. You know, because if you are who you are in this world, say it. You bring this bitch Megan Thee Stallion. You really thought, you know, that this was gonna resonate voters. See, I'm from the hood. She's a hoe. Megan Thee Stallion. She's a hoe. And you put a hoe on the motherfucking you put a hoe on the goddamn on the stage to try to resonate black voters. And then I've done a video where you call everybody from 18 to age 24 stupid or some shit. These the people you want voting for you. This is the you want us all. But then you you know, no. Your man Treetrunk, my eyes are open. My eyes are open now. The Republican Party is the party. The Democratic Party is the slavery party. That's just go back through your history. Black people voted Democrat for years. For years after slavery. Then all of a sudden we we Democrats. What was the shift? What was the shift? You know. And then right after all that shit, look, they drive the black man out of the homes. So they couldn't be there with their wives if, or their children. If a black woman wanted more money, her man had to go. You want this money from the government, then you got to kick your husband out. The disciplinary for your children, you know, the provider, he got to go because no, so you can get more money, you know. A lot of people are, you know, black women don't like Candace Owens. She tell it like it is. She's no dummy. She tell it like it is. Check out her stuff. You know. But it's just your man Treetrunk thoughts on things, you know. And I can go all day on this, you know. And for me, just your man Treetrunk. These are my thoughts. America is my homeland. I ain't fucking going nowhere. I ain't from no fucking Africa. Nothing against y'all. That ain't where I'm from. My homeland is the USA. Point blank, period. That's just how it is. And as y'all can see, I'm doing something over here too, y'all. My family must be woke down there. Or just my dog fucking around down there. I hear something. But anyway, my I'm American, red-blooded American, and if all Americans, black, white, whatever your race is, if we all treated each other as Americans, period, that's it. Don't put no race on it. If you're an American, you're an American. Because it's gonna come to a point. You listen to me. It's gonna come to a point where it ain't gonna matter what race you are. You know, we may have to protect the homeland and keep motherfuckers out of here together. Because motherfuckers want to cross our borders. They want to come in here. They want what we got. So it's gonna come to a point where race ain't gonna matter. Black, white, we gonna have to band together. Cause these motherfuckers is coming in by the thousands. And they getting stuff that we don't get. They getting cash cards and all that shit as soon as they come across the border. You know, they getting stuff we don't get. So it's gonna come to a point where we all Americans gonna have to stand up and keep our shit. Cause these motherfuckers is coming. You know, and I'm not mad at a motherfucker who wanna make their life better. I'm not mad at that. But don't come jump the fucking fence and come in here. Don't jump the fence and think you just go. No, you go through the proper channels like Americans have to do. You know, don't you y'all just jump the fence, come over here, get a fucking cash card and this and that. No, we get pulled over with no insurance because we had to make a choice between paying our light bill or some shit or some food or our car insurance. What we gonna pick? We're gonna pick our light bill. You know, we're gonna pick that, and then if we get stopped by the cops or some shit, now we got all type of fines and stuff we had to pay because we didn't go by the rules. And that's just a simple example. We didn't go by the rule. So now we gotta face the consequences. So it pisses me off when somebody can just jump the fucking fence at the fucking border. They can just jump the fucking fence and you get a goddamn cash card and all this and that, and they putting you up in fucking houses that Americans have built, taking our fucking jobs and shit. No, go through the proper fucking channel if you want to be an American. You know, this shit pisses me off. And fucking Democrats, they want to walk them right across the border and sign them up to vote. If that's not a takeover, I don't know what the fuck is. They want to, yeah, come on across the border. It's open borders. They down there. You know, I would do it too. If I'm sitting in one of them countries over there, you know, Guatemala or some country like that. Yeah, you go to America, they give you a cash card. All you gotta do is vote. We be out of here. Yeah, I round my family up too. If I heard that shit. You know, so I'm not mad at them, you know, because you gotta create the opportunities for yourself. But go through the proper channels. Don't come over here with no papers and shit and then take our goddamn jobs. That's why I say Trump is for America. You know, Trump is for America. And I seen something on, you know, because I watch a lot of stuff. You know, I watch a lot of news networks. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. You know, if Trump abolishes the IRS because that's just a useless, you know, that's the IRS is just a useless branch of the government. You know, that's just a useless branch of the government. If he abolished that, you know what that can do to your paychecks? You know how much more money your household would have every time you get a deposit to your account. You know, and people talk all this shit about Trump. They don't know the stuff that he's doing. You know, you know. What you don't like money? All you Democrats, you don't like money? All the people that want to vote for the Democrats? What's wrong with you? You don't like fucking money? That's just it baffles me. You know, I had to tell that to some of my guys at work. You know, guys, I want to leave. I want to go. Man, you can stay. Get this money. You don't like money? Because as soon as you leave, I guarantee you go spend some. If you ain't making it, you spending it. You know. So I just don't understand. That's why I don't blame them motherfuckers that's running up to the border to try to cross. They want money. They giving them goddamn cash cards. If I was one of them Motherfuckers trying to cross the border. I'll be coming for my goddamn cash card too. But Trump ain't having that shit. No. All them goddamn cash cards they giving away. You know how many Americans that can use them cash cards, to supplement groceries and shit like that? The average American can't even cover an expense like a tire blowing on that car in between paychecks. The average American can't cover that. A tire blow in between paychecks. And they giving cash cards out away at the border. I, you got homeless cities and shit out there in California. What's that shit called? Stone City, Rock City, or some shit like that. You don't think them people can use a fucking cash card? Get some money in their pockets, get some resources, get some decent housing, then get some jobs, and we continue to build America. We continue to build this great country. You don't think them people, all them homeless people around us living up under freeways, that's Americans. Some of them are veterans. You know, some of them people make great contributions to the country, to the city where they lived in. Something just happened, you know, because everybody go through something, you know, and something may happen. Tragic. It could be a death. It could be a divorce. It could be anything, you know. Something sent them over the edge. You don't think them people need them cash cards? And then you give it to somebody that crossed the goddamn border that you don't even know, that ain't even got papers for a fucking vote? No. You take care of your own, man. Trump is for America. I'm telling you, he's for America. And Treetrunk ain't fucking having it. Trump is for America. Motherfuckers try to take him out because they scared. They scared. That's why I'm so glad you got a platform like this here. You know, people uh, voice voice what they think. You know, their opinions, their thoughts. You know, I ain't saying everybody do what Treetrunk do. You know, be your own person. Speak your own, man. If you ain't messing with Trump, ain't nobody asking you to. It's enough of us, and we're gonna win. You know, and we're gonna fucking win in November. Ain't believe it. You know, don't like money. Who don't? Let me ask you a question, America. Are you better off 1 year ago with your financial situations than you are today? Are you better off? Groceries done went up like 30%. You know, and I drive around Southeast Michigan because I'm all around the whole Southeast. The whole Southeast. Gas prices are through the roof. Almost ran out of gas looking for cheap gas the other day. Almost run out of gas. But it's just your man Treetrunk's thoughts, you know. Yeah. People say, fucking Treetrunk, then he's different. He's with them. I hear that. He think he's white. I hear that all the time. Ain't no nigga ever gave me an opportunity like my white friends have. I haven't got opportunities and, room for growth and room for advancement from none of my black friends. None of them. All of them been my white friends. You know, every every black friend, every nigga I dealt with, it was always, uh, if he can get down on me or this or that, you know. So I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, you know. My white friends, I love them and they love me. And I got some black friends too. I got some. I'm not just saying I hate black people or some shit like that. But I don't hate white people. I have more white friends than I do black ones, you know. And shit, that's just how I want to say it. They, I have, damn, I don't even know how to put this. You know, I have white friend problems. I don't want to bring my black friends around me because the motherfuckers want to rob shit like that, and that's fucked up. You know, but I got a few guys that I mentor on the job. You know, black guys, and I'm opening their eyes. You know, showing them how to move. I hate that I gotta get up and go get a goddamn cup of coffee in America, but I'm right back. I gotta go get a cup of coffee. I gotta run downstairs and give it. Shout out to everybody. Somebody who just clicked in. Stay up in here. Give me a minute. I gotta run downstairs and get a cup of coffee. This happens every time I go live. So, I'm about to run down and get a cup of coffee. Getting that tree trunk back. Got my coffee. And back back to what I was talking about, America. My white friends, you know, when you sit back and you get to know a person, and a lot of my white friends that I consider my friends. When we go to work, it's like going to war. Because I'm a construction worker. What's up, Sir Rich? I'm just on here venting, my brother. You know, my white friends. People call me a Uncle Tom and all this old shit. I get this shit all the time. That's a. Oh yes, oh yes. I just had to fill up my cup, brother. It's always a point in my life where I got to stop and run down and get a cup of coffee. So I'm back. You know, when you get to working with a person, or I ain't even gonna say working with them. When you know a person, you know, and a lot of my white friends, I've known them for years, 20 years, you know, or better, and they ain't no different. They get up every day and put their pants on one leg at a time like us. And they get out there, commute through traffic just like us, and go to work. They have the same fucking problems. You know, it's no different. You know, every race of people got their own circles in their neighborhoods and stuff where certain things don't happen in this neighborhood and that neighborhood. But when you get down to it, everybody's getting up, trying to move forward, take care of their families, and pay their bills, and mind their own business. You know, everybody is. So that makes us the same. You know, a lot of people equate, oh, if you white, you must be rich. No, I know a lot of broke white motherfuckers that struggle. Bunch of them. Some of them wish they could stick their feet in my boots. So just because you white don't mean you rich. You know, and I hear that on the job a lot. Oh man, you white. The fuck that mean? You know, or Treetrunk. Only reason you had the opportunity to advance is because of your father. I hate hearing that shit. True enough, my dad did introduce me to being that taught me how to move in this world, introduced me to being a construction worker, taught me how to read. But that's what parents do. That's what fathers do. That's what mothers do. You don't think that white superintendent, like my dad was a black superintendent for a construction company. You don't think that white superintendent want to get his son a job too? Hell yeah, he want to get him a job. So when people say, "Oh man, you know you it's because of your father," okay, yeah, it was. So fucking what? That's what fathers do. The fuck. He got me in, but I worked it just like his father got him in. That's what parents do. Some people's fathers wasn't successful as other people's fathers. Your father might have been the king of fucking McDonald's. So he gonna pull you up to be to try to give you as much opportunity as possible. It's just my father just happened to be a construction superintendent. That's it. So That's what parents do. Oh shit, pissed my goddamn neck. You got fucking strain in my goddamn neck. Shit been in like a fucking week. Fucking drove from Orlando and my neck ain't been right since. From Orlando to Michigan. But anyway, that's what parents do. So it pisses me off when people say, oh, you this because you're dad. You fucking right. Dumb motherfucker. Most children are a reflection of their parents. You know, you see it in life all the time. You know, if a family grew up and all they did was rented properties, was renters, and or lived in the projects their whole life, usually the ones that come up behind them, if they don't find a loophole to get out, they repeat that cycle. Let me tell you a story, America. You know, my father, his father, they all owned their properties. They seen something they liked, they went and bought it. So that's the attitude I had. If I see something I like, I'm going back. And houses, everything, whatever. If I want it, I'ma buy it. I ain't renting up, I ain't renting shit. But me and my wife, because of my stupid, foolish mistakes, we end up uh, separated for a year. And my wife was renting an apartment, and my daughter had to be about 10, 11. She was coming up into her teens. But anyway, she didn't know what rent was. And she was asking me, like, Daddy, I talked to her, like, Mommy keeps saying we can't get this because she got to pay the rent. What's the rent? I said, well, baby, that's when explain to her what rent was. And she said, well, this ain't ours. I said, well, Daddy's house is ours. Where I live, that's ours. Daddy went and bought another house. But you and Mommy, y'all in the apartment. And somebody else owns that. Y'all pay them to stay there. And it just threw me for a loop because all my daughter had ever seen her whole life. If we wanted something, her daddy went and bought it. It was never a middleman that I had to deal with, ever. And I'm just blessed that it turned out like that for me. That's a gift of mine, you know. Not saying I've never rented a property, but I done bought and sold so many houses and properties that it's easy. I don't see why everybody ain't doing it. You don't need a lot of money, you just need a brain. That's it. That's it. A brain. And people say education costs so much. Education is really free. There's libraries everywhere. You just got to apply yourself. You can go in a library, you can go on the internet, you can learn. But they make it seem like you got to have higher education. And there's nothing wrong with that. But education is free. It's libraries that you can walk in everywhere. And they're full of books. They're full of laptops. So that's just a tip from your man Treetrunk. Education is free. You just gotta want it for yourself. If you don't want it for yourself, you're not gonna have it. You got to have a passion to want it for yourself. And for me to say that this YouTube channel that I got right here, this YouTube channel to prove to my daughter because you know this generation is just really a challenge. This YouTube channel is really just a challenge, just to show my daughter I can start a YouTube channel and I can get me some followers. I can do it. See people doing it all the time. You give your likeness away for free. You give it away for free on Facebook and Instagram. And YouTube has given everybody a goal to reach. If you pass the requirements that they set and get your watch hours and all this and that, you could you can make YouTube a full-time job. And I challenged her, basically like watch me. And my YouTube channel started off with just me. Uh, I'm a cannabis grower. Like and subscribe to my channel if you want to know what Treetrunk about. But I'm a cannabis grower, and it was just and there's other cannabis growers that's on YouTube, and I'm friends with some of them, and I would just grow, I showed what I could do, and I had a few good seasons, of nice growing, you know, and I really didn't get no traction or nothing. It was just because when you start off on YouTube, nobody knows who you are. You just put a video out there in the world and hope somebody watch it. But anyway, people like, oh, you got a channel, this and that, blah blah blah. And for the record, I'm not making money off my channel. I'm still trying to reach my requirements, and it's an uphill battle. It's not like you just gonna start a channel. None, it happens to some people. You get a viral video right out the gate, and boom, there you go. You off and running. But that's not that's not my story on YouTube. My story is I started off growing, and one day I just some clicked. Something just clicked in my brain like I'm gonna turn my channel up as much as I can. So I just started making YouTube short after YouTube short. Just me just sometimes acting like a jackass. But that started getting me subscribers. I looked up every 2 or 3 days somebody subscribing to my channel, so I started seeing some traction. But and still to this day, I haven't found you know, I haven't found my niche, you know. But it's easier to sit here and talk, you know. I had a problem with that. It's easier to sit here and talk to y'all American now. I can say that, but I started getting subscribers. And me really not looking at all the requirements and reading everything, I thought once I hit 1,000 subscribers that I was uh I was just gonna miraculously start making all this money from YouTube. That's what I thought. But I hit 1,000 subscribers and nothing happened. I'm at 1,000 subscribers. And then it really made me sit down and read the requirements, read what's going on. What do I have to do for monetization? That's when I learned about monetization. Had to download the YouTube Studio to really see your analytics and what your channel is really doing, what people like and what people don't like, you know. And I go in there and look at stuff, but I really ain't broke it down, you know, like I should, you know. I think I can do better, but some days I work 10-hour days. You know, I'm on a 10 hour, five days at 10 hours and an 8 hour Saturday. You know, that's my week. So it's hard to get on here and try to do things, but I'm gonna be making new content. I got me a iPhone 14, so I'm gonna be making new content. 14 Pro Max. You know, I just got to learn how to really use it. I don't know how to use it like that, but I just keep making content, you know, and I've met other YouTubers just being at work, you know, other guys that got channels. And I've reached out to a few different, what you want to call them, sponsors or whatever, or affiliate marketing programs, because I drink coffee all the time. So I'll say something about your coffee on my channel. I'll drink your coffee. You know, I'll show your logo, whatever it is. You know, because I'm passionate about coffee. I did get a. I haven't been putting it in none of my descriptions. I do have a what do you want to call it, a clickable link that you can click on and buy different stuff to grow marijuana and this and that, cannabis. But I really, I just wanted to see if a company would accept me. So I reached out to a few different companies, emailed them, and said I would do their product. Some people reach back out and say, "Yeah, we'll mess with you, this and that," but I really ain't got into it like that, which I should be, you know, going hard at it a little more, but it's still an uphill battle, you know. And by me posting every day, I do a morning Joe every day, a morning Joe short. I ain't been live in a minute, but it's nothing for me to say something about your coffee, you know, 'cause I do a morning Joe live and I drink coffee every day on YouTube, every single day. My daughter bought me some new coffee pot for Christmas. I've always been a coffee drinker, always. But I'm gonna say I was a cheap coffee drinker. I didn't, I didn't really. I was just a cheap coffee drinker. I appreciate coffee a little more. I appreciate coffee like I appreciate cannabis. A good coffee, top, you know. I hate when I run out of coffee at home and I had to buy one from the gas station. It's just terrible. When you used to make your own coffee, but my daughter bought me this coffee pot. This motherfucker do everything. And it make you just want to drink a cup of coffee in the middle of the day. Be 100 degrees outside. I'll be drinking coffee because the shit good. So I've reached out to a few companies. It's a company called the coffee. I don't want to say it wrong. It might be Coffee USA or the Coffee Company of the World or something like that. They sent me. I reached out to them and they sent me an email back, but I really just ain't had the time to go through the email and engage with it more. But I buy my coffee from Sam's Club, or I just buy it in bulk. It ain't no particular brand or nothing. I just buy, you know, what's at Sam's Club. But it just be some nice premium blend coffee. I like strong coffee, but it ain't no particular brand. But if you want me to drink your coffee on my channel, send me some. Reach out to me, and your coffee could be my coffee. So y'all see me keep leaning over. That's because I'm blazing. But I got a strike on my channel. I haven't went live in a long time. So I'm trying to not smoke as much. You might catch me smoking or something, but I'm not gonna be reckless like I was. And if it's not made for kids, you're gonna see that over so I wouldn't want my kid watching some jackass across YouTube talking shit, smoking weed and shit. So if you're not 18, you shouldn't be on here watching. You know, that's just what it is. This is an over 18 channel. Thanks for everybody who watched me. You know, just sit here and listen to what the fuck I got to say. I'm gonna say this one more time that I'm a black conservative. My support is behind Donald J. Trump. In November, he's gonna be our president again, and shit can start getting back on track. Lower the gas prices, and our grocery bill should lower and all that shit. Biden, he's just I don't know, he fucked shit up, and the vice president that's running, most black men ain't having it. He ain't voting for you, so I can't say that for the majority. Okay, I see you, sir, Rich. Get you a campfire going, man. It's kind of cool out there, man. You need a campfire going. I think yesterday was my birthday out, and it was kind of cool, and I'm like, this is the beginning of, you know, this is the changeover. I felt it yesterday on my birthday, and that's kind of early in the year. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yep, 47, man. I'm an old head for real. I've been having this fucking ever since I fucking did that fucking drive down to Orlando and then back. Been a fucking strain in my goddamn neck or something. I don't know what the fuck it is, so rich. Sometimes I can, exercise and do some shit and my neck feel better. I'll be like, okay, I'm back. Then I sleep on it wrong or do some shit and it's all fucked up again. I'm like, man. But I've been watching different shit, just kind of diagnosing myself. But it's to the point where I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. They're gonna have to tell me something about this shit. It's been going on over a week. Shit. But I ain't gonna go in on politics. When I start going in on politics, shit gonna get crazy and shit. So I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm just happy to go live with y'all because I ain't been live in a couple weeks since I got that strike. It scared me. Because I worked too hard at this channel. You know, and I got over. I need to buy me a bike, man. And my hobby was roller skating, bro. But I ain't been roller skating in a minute. I said I need to get back into it. Go up there to Northland on 8 Mile and just start spinning around. Maybe it'll loosen me up. And then I can do some videos of your man Treetrunk on some roller skates. You know, that used to be the thing when I was a youngster. You know, he was too young to go to the club. You say do it, say Rich. Okay, yeah, I'ma do it. Cause my wife, I gotta. I think what I need to do because we would go skating, bought all these new skates, and my daughter would skate with me. My daughter would go around the ring with me all the time. You know, I can get my grandbaby out there, teach her how to skate. But my wife will buy all these accessories. Baby, I want this. Baby, I want that. And not get out there and come around. So I think I'm gonna have to get some skating lessons for her because I want to be able to spin around that rink with my baby. I want to hold my baby and we go around there and look good. You know, I gotta get her some lessons, but I think that's something I need to do just to loosen up my shit, man. I'm gonna do it. But a bike, I do need one. Shit, because shit. The other day, probably a week ago, when it was hot as fuck outside, the the first day that I got back to work after coming off vacation, it was hot as fuck. And I was just, I think after being gone for, I don't know, it might have been 8 days, 9 days after not doing shit, my body was relaxed. And I went right in full force. It's 100 fucking degrees outside. And man, I came off the road probably like 9 o'clock. I got off the road to my doorstep, unloaded my car, all that stuff. Woke, laid down for a minute. I really didn't eat nothing because I was tired. Got up at 4 and went to work after driving all the way from Orlando. And I worked all day, but when I got off work, I was just so fucking exhausted. My body just started cramping like everywhere. I'm getting ready to pull out the gate to the job that I'm on. I had to just pull to the side and turn my hazards on. I was fucked. I'm like, oh man, I can't drive like this. Every time I move my feet, the shit cramp up, move my hand, the shit tightening up, and I'm like, man, move my back started cramping. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I can't drive like this. But luckily, with these newer cars, I kind of sat there like 20 minutes and gained my composure. You know, turned the air on and just laid back, got relaxed. I sat like 30 minutes at the gate. Then I pulled out. I got on 94, but then I set my car where I could drive it from my hands. It's like some shit like this on my steering wheel. Speed up, slow down, there's some shit like that. So I set my car to drive like that, and I had to drive home like that. And I was coming from like the Mount Clemens area down to the like Belleville area. I'm driving that far on 94, like from Mount Clemens to Belleville. That's a long way to have to drive with your hands because you're scared you're gonna cramp up. And that shit scared me. From from that day, I ain't grabbed another energy drink. No shit like that. That shit just scared me. It just electrolytes, that's it. If it ain't no electrolyte, I don't want this shit in my body. That shit fucked me up. And I think all that fucking cramping up and all that old shit that happened to me, I think that shit might have fucking cramped up in my fucking, right here, my fucking neck and shit. And that shit fucked me up. And I'm still working that shit out. But I know it's a muscle because I can sit and do some exercises and shit and loosen the muscle up and it feel better. So I know it's a muscle. I'll be feeling better all day. But then I'll go to sleep and I guess I'll sleep on it wrong. And I'm sleepy. I don't know what the fuck going on. But I'm gonna work that shit out. I got to get my ass up and go back to the real world. I'll go to work. But shit, I can't sit back like that. Vacation was good, but shit, that shit relaxed me too much. But it taught me something. I can't go back to work. You know, going in so hard. You know, after not working for like 10 days because I'm a workaholic. I'm gonna be out there 10, 12 hours every day. I'm gonna be the first one there and the last one to leave. I'm opening, I'm opening all the boxes and unlocking all the doors, and I'm locking them at the end of the day. I'm that dude. Don't nothing go without me. And after not being at work for like 10 days, when I got there, it was like, why is this like this? And who been doing this? And who's in charge of this? You know, I was all over the place. You know what's been going on, and everybody know how I am. You know, I'm the concrete boss. So, damn, now I'm thinking about it. I got to be there at, I got to be there at 5:30 tomorrow. Because I got concrete at 6. Fuck. I got to be there at 5:30. And I didn't work Saturday, but I didn't get a call that what I got to pour. It's not ready. They were supposed to have the shit ready. It was just supposed to have been a half day of work, but I didn't come because it was my birthday. I let one of my young dogs go in there and get the half day. So that's that. But I hope the shit's ready when I get there. That's why I gotta be there 30 minutes early to make sure. To make sure. I gotta, you know, but my man usually on point. You know, especially like on poor days. You know, I need at least, let me see, 5, 10, 15. I need at least 25 gallons of gas. Fuel. Right off the back, I need that. Because I don't know what's gonna happen throughout the day. I know I'm gonna go through 5 or 10 gallons. Just fucking around with the everyday shit. And just because I'm pouring concrete, I need 15 more gallons, 15, 20 more gallons. Because I'm running a lot of fucking generators and bullshit. So I got to have that right off the back. And I got to have all my fucking, and I doubt if he got all the shit laid out, you know, ready to go. 'Cause if I know I got to pour concrete the next morning, when I walk in there, I ain't got shit to do. But open the gate for the concrete truck, pull your ass in here. start the fucking equipment. That's it. That's all I gotta do when I get there. But by me not being there Saturday, I know some of this shit ain't laid out. It's just the nature of the beast. Man, Treetrunk been doing it a minute. So, but I ain't saying my young dog ain't on point. You know, I'm grooming him. He's gonna be the next foreman. Cause in for 12 years I'm done. So he's gonna be the next foreman. So I'm grooming him. And he on point. If he got the shit together, I'll be the first to tell y'all if all the shit together. And if he watching me, he gonna be like, oh, you think I ain't got it together, dog? But I didn't tell him to get it together. So if it's not together, I can't get mad. You know, I can't get upset. You know, but that's just how I am. You know, the day before, I'm gonna have all that shit ready, everything. We ain't gotta do nothing but come in. You can finish your coffee. You know, and get some fucking bugs or some shit. Oh my goddamn tripod. Yeah, with me, shit. You come in, you can finish your coffee. You know, if I get that call from the big dog to say why y'all ain't pouring concrete, it's because the truck's late. It ain't because we fucked up. You know, so I gotta have my guys on point. And the shit is so crazy because I remember being the young dude hustling for this spot I'm in. You know, the big dogs were showing me the way. You know, I was a part of laborers local 334 then. You know, we was on the east side. And them east side dudes, you know, I'm glad I got put with them first. You know, when I got into construction, I'm glad I got put with the east side. They was raw. You know, the west siders was road workers. Ain't saying they didn't do their thing, cause road work is dangerous, you know. But for the laborers locals, the west side did the roads, and the east side did the building trades, which is building all the buildings and shit. And I'm glad I landed on that side. You know, I'm glad I got put with the east side. But something happened where some guys at the top of our local end up doing some shady shit, and you know they lost our local. They stole money. They did all kind of shit. And once they done that, you know our local was in jeopardy. A bunch of dues paying members, you know, ain't got no ain't got no local to call home. So the West Siders, and I'm a West Sider. I was born on the West Side, you know. But the West Side local accepted all the East Side guys, so we all do it together now. And we 1191, so we do the roads and we do the buildings now. You know, it ain't a job out there in the city. You know that if it's a union job, that ain't got a labor on it. You see all them guys on the side of the roads with them vests, them guys are laborers. They 1191 laborers. Look at their numbers when you roll through there. You're gonna see 1191 laborers. You're gonna see 687 carpenters out of Detroit. You're gonna see 514 finishers out of Detroit. You're gonna see 324 operators out of Detroit. You know, you're gonna see 58 electricians, local 58 electricians out of Detroit. Building trades. We keep the city running. All that shit you see downtown is because of us. All them locals. And I know I've missed some, you know. You got the sheet metal workers and all them guys, but those are the locals that I work with closely on a daily basis. Them the locals I run with. And we make it happen. It ain't nothing we can't do. Look at my channel. There's nothing we can't build. I work with the smartest people on the motherfucking planet. My guy, the main boss I work for, I remember when he was just, a regular old carpenter, swinging a hammer. And, and I was just a regular old laborer, just trying to keep up. And he is the smartest fucking guy in the room. And he's gonna bring the fucking best out of you. I don't give a fuck. He gonna bring the best out of you. And we gonna build some skyscrapers that you can see so motherfucking far on the top of them bitches when we done. It's not an obstacle. I ain't seen this dude jump. It's not an obstacle. And we done it. And I've been a part of it. Look across the street from Comerica Park. You see them big Huntington signs up there? I put them bitches up there. I put them bitches up there. Me, another laborer out of 1191, and my man that I call the smartest guy in the fucking room. And it was a fucking rainstorm, snowstorm. It was like one of them rains where as soon as the rain hit the ground, it's ice. We was slipping. The crane operator didn't want to do it. But the big dog that I work for did the math, the calculations of the weight and the wind speed, and we flew that shit up there with the crane. And we done that shit. And it worked. He's the smartest fucking guy in the room. And I love working for him. He'll bring the fucking best out of you. He's a 687 carpenter. Ain't saying no name. I'm out of goddamn coffee again. I done been on here an hour and 22 minutes talking my shit. And I'm about to get on up off here, man. Get my Sunday on. I'm just happy to go live. I ain't been live in peace and love on mouth. Shout out to all my subscribers. Like and subscribe to my channel. If you don't like my content, feel free to just click past it, But for everybody who do like my content and do want to chop it up with your man Treetrunk, I'm right here. Any coffee brands out there, y'all want me to endorse y'all coffee, y'all want to give me a paycheck, drink y'all coffee and show your brand across my channel, I'll do that for you. Check out my email. You go into my channel, you'll see the email where you can, any business opportunities, anybody want to fuck with your man Treetrunk, see it in there, you know. Peace and love. I'm out. Treetrunk the old head from Detroit, Michigan. I'm Detroit, Michigan made, baby. Peace.